beautiful. This is Anika from Joyani Designs. Today I'm going to do a little tutorial on tangled bubbles teardrop earrings. They are copper wire earrings with Czech Fire polish round crystals. For this tutorial, you're going to need the following: 16 gauge copper wire, 18 gauge copper wire, measuring tape or a ruler, a mandrel, flush cutters, long nose pliers. You're going to need Czech Fire polish rounds in various sizes, or you can do anything within your bead soup. If you have bead soup, you can use those beads to create these earrings. You're also going to need a hammer and a metal hammer block. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your measuring tape and you're going to measure 6 inches of copper wire and 16 gauge. Okay, once you have your 6 inches of copper wire, you're going to take your mandrel. We're going to use it at 11. We're going to start leaving about a 3-inch tail and wrap it around the mandrel. To form a teardrop. Your shape should look like this. Okay, once you have your teardrop, you're going to take that and you're going to wrap your wire around the long piece, trying to make at least 3 coils. You can use your pliers to make those coils tight. Okay, takes a little bit of maneuvering. You didn't quite get 3, but as you get it around, you don't want your end to stick up. So what you're going to do is squeeze it and turn. Okay, you can take it off of your mandrel, and this is what you'll have. Now is the time to do a little bit of playing around. You can take your coils and squeeze them close together. Okay. And bend your teardrop more into the shape that you would like to have. Okay. I did forget to mention that you're going to need 6-step bail making pliers for this project as well. You can make your teardrop larger if you like, or basically you can make it any size you like. Because I have so much excess with this one, because I did make it a little bit smaller, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut off some of the excess like this. Take your 6-step bail making pliers and you're going to do the third from the smallest. and I'm sorry, you're going to do the second from the smallest. Bend it that way. Okay. Then you're going to take the end of it and you're going to make a hoop. Bring it all the way around. Like this. The next step, you're going to need your bench block, your metal bench block, and your hammer. And you're going to place it on the side, and you're going to gently hammer all the way around the ring until it's flat. I'm going to go off camera to do that so that the sound is not really loud. Okay, we're back. I hammered and it's nice and flat. Did both sides. And your next step will be to go ahead and to apply your wire. So this is where you're going to need your 30 gauge wire. It is a matter of preference. I am going to actually cut off 2 feet of 30 gauge copper wire instead of leaving it on the spool. You can leave it on a spool to eliminate excess, but for this case I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off 2 feet. Okay, you're going to take your copper wire and you're going to make about 3 coils around. This is to keep the piece sturdy. You can use your fingers to push it together to keep your coils close. And then you'll just begin by applying your beads. I have a mixture of 3mm, 4mm, and 6mm Czech Fire polish rounds. You want to push it all the way to the end. Take it across to the next side, and you're going to wrap your coil around once, like this, and then you can bring it around again, like this. Your next wrap, you'll bring it to the opposite side, and you'll wrap your coil around twice. Okay. Once you have that, you want to go ahead and the next one, you'll apply another stone. This is actually just a going back and forth, and every other one is where you'll apply a stone. We're going to go ahead and put a 4mm on this one. Slide it all the way down. You can get it to come on down. Sorry, I have a kink in my wire. Whatever you do, try to avoid kinks because that will break your wire. Okay, we have it slid all the way down. We're going to bring it across to the opposite side, and we're going to wrap twice around the other side. 1, and 2. And this is what we have. Okay? Then you're going to bring your coil back around, your wire back around to the opposite side, and you'll make 2 wraps. You'll just repeat this process. Again, it's 1 strand of wire with a bead, the next strand without a bead, then 1 strand with a bead, and the next without a bead. You'll repeat this step till you have all of your strands, all of your beads strung, and it'll create a nest like this. And it's actually, you can see it from both sides, it's double-sided. Cute little creation. I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish this one, and then I'll come back and show you how to make your ear bail. This project is very forgiving. It's a beginner project, but no one ever knew or knows if you make an error because everything is all filled in and it's a nest, almost like a bird's nest. It may be a mess in your eyes, but it's beauty, art in its finest. Okay, to make your ear hook, you're going to measure out 3 inches of 18 gauge copper wire. Okay. It's good to use flush cutters because the flush cutters, when you cut it, one side of your wire will be completely flush. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then the other side of the wire will actually have a curve to it, but that's easily fixable. Okay, next you'll take your bail making pliers. You'll use the smallest from the end, leave about a 0.5 millimeter tail, hook it to the left. Okay, then you're going to take the very end and you're going to bring it around until you have a loop. And you're just going to close that loop like this. Next, you go to the front of it and you're going to take your smallest point of the bail making pliers, squeeze it as close to the loop as possible, and bring it forward just a tad bit. You're almost bringing it at like not quite a 90-degree angle. Okay, next you're going to come back and you're going to stick that in your bail making pliers. You're going to bring it up to the next to the largest bail and just curve it around like this. Okay, there's your hook. And then, because it's a little bit long, you're going to take your flush cutters, cut off the excess like this, and then just curve with your finger the bottom part. And that's still a little bit long, so you can just play it by ear and continue to cut it, and there is your ear hook. Thank you for watching me, and join me next time for the next tutorial. But here is the Tangled Bubbles teardrop earring. I hope you like it. If you like it, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.